Hey y'all, what's going on, brothers and sisters out there? Y'all, whoo, I don't know if y'all feel like I feel, but getting through Nipsey passing and looking at the funeral and seeing everybody's speak at his funeral, it was just sad. Like yesterday, I was just drained. I mean, I was crying so hard that my head was hurting. And I haven't even met this guy before. He was definitely someone special. Definitely. Heaven sent. He was definitely heaven sent. I put him in the minds of how much he was loved. I put him in the minds of, all the greats, it was Tupac, and who else? Biggie and Fat Pond. What was his name? I think that was his name. From New York. And Easy E. I mean, the list goes on. So many, great legends, and he fits in there, and that's how I looked at it. He got a big impact on the world with this how he, moved as a man. The things that he did for his community. And that's why he will always be admired. From everybody in the world, who he was as a person. I always, tell people like, hey, give back to your community. Or, with that situation, y'all, I'm gonna tell you this. I feel like that was a hit. I feel like somebody did that, and it was somebody who was in his circle to let it go down. Who, I don't know if it was whoever was with him. Somebody should have had a gun on them. Nobody had a gun, and on top of that, the main security guard that's always there, he was not there. The story just feels real fishy, and we're going to see what's the outcome going to be, and it's going to be on TV shown when that boy goes to court, or whether he plea or I don't know, but it will be said what happened. If it's not said what happened, with his case, and that basically, he pleaded insanity and all that, and they don't go into detail. Don't say that it was, because it was definitely more than one person. It wasn't just that shooter. It was other dudes too in there. If you look at that video, I know they said it's a lot of different videos or whatever, but when the first video I seen that was blurry, you can already see that when that boy went back that second time, somebody told him. That was just my spirit looked at that. And actually, I had a bad dream, y'all. I had a bad dream. When I looked at that, certain stuff you can't look at, because that stuff, it's when you got God in your life, some of that stuff you can't look at, because you can see certain things, that tugs on your spirit. And my dream was a bad dream. It was like it was just somebody. It was like they was just chasing the evilness, was just chasing that man, like chasing him down. But you can tell in the video that somebody told him to go back. That boy wasn't gonna shoot him that many times. Somebody told him to go do that. And then, other people was, saying, no, it was just a shooter, this and that. But the way everything happened just in that little area, in them couple of minutes, and all them cameras, the police, the detectives, if they do their job and they didn't have nothing to do with this, they is going to let the whole world know that it's more suspects. If they don't let them know if it's more suspects, you already know that was a hit from the government, which is with the FBI versus with the police district. The police in LA been scantless. So I don't know if the police ain't with the government, then it ain't the government. But I know for a fact it's definitely some shady business. If they don't say nothing about it's more suspects and more information about that off of the evidence that they have, like through the videotapes, then you know they all over it. They had something to do with it, and they just covering up their tracks. That's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, one thing that's good, you know, evilness try to, you know, do what they did with Nipsey, but God had his light over him. And honestly, since his passing, everybody, you know, saying is got that spark that hit them to know that no, this is not a game. This is time for people of all colors to wake up, come together, and speak on what's right, and do, you know, your due diligence to help and pay homage to the people. You know, another thing with that lady was his mother. She said something about ancestors. What I tell y'all, this is spiritual. It's spiritual. That's why I tell y'all it's a spiritual warfare that's going on right now. Right now. And everybody. You know what I'm saying? And it's good versus bad. I told y'all that. But she said at that funeral, she did some type of like ritual thing. I don't know what she was doing. She kept on throwing the water down and all that. And she was like, this is for the ancestors, you know, to be there. But the ancestors already is out in the universe. The ancestors is already here. You know what I'm saying? The ancestors is working through everybody. You know what I'm saying? Working through, they moving in and out. You know what I'm saying? So that right there was real deep to me when she did that, you know, and she was speaking from her heart, boy. She was saying all the things that, you know, with Nipsey father, and I don't know if this was the one. I don't know if she was talking about her past relationships before she got with Nipsey father, but now that you can tell that he did raise his sons. He raised his kids. He really did. That man there that was at that funeral, he raised his kids. Now, you know, I guess her previous marriage with her daughters, or I don't know. I don't know, because I got kind of confused when she said that he was abusive, and you know that's why Nipsey was, you know, rebel or, you know, broken, you know, and probably was, you know, lashing out or whatever, and he felt like he had to, you know, protect his family, protect his mother, and you can just tell like them, they are wonderful people, real down to earth type people. That's what I see from them, and I just it was deep. It was really emotional. His sister, her, everybody's sayings was real deep. I know, and Snoop Doggy Dogg, I don't know. But and then y'all, where was Master P? I mean, I thought him and Master P was real tight. So I don't know what happened with that. But it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? It shall reveal itself who did what? God always show up right on time. And what goes in the dark come to the light. Anytime that God's angels, anytime his kids is into something, eventually he gonna reveal it. He gonna reveal it. And it's gonna all come out. It's all gonna come out. You know, I don't want Nip's legacy to go like how Tupac and Biggie, you know, they never found they said it was the LAPD who, you know, had their hands all over that, but nobody got no jail time, nobody, you know, got fired from their jobs, no nothing. That's what I feel like I don't want to happen with Nipsey case. I don't want that to happen. But at the end of the day, the beauty and the gift out of Nipsey situation that happened to him, and looking at how it was done to him, anybody that's in their right mind that has any kind of sense, any kind of compassion, any kind of love, any kind of God in their life, you are going to be touched by that, and it's going to be your duty to do what God asks you to do. Whichever is your purpose, your goal, your dream, your destiny, you have to do it. Because we all see that right there, if you was like, oh, you know, racism is just done, you know, it ain't all like that, and you know, this and that and that, you kind of like doubt yourself back then, but then you like, nah, right there, looking at that whole story, something went right with that. That wasn't right, and it just wasn't right. It's a lot of people who did that. Like that was a setup, big time. But my prayers go out to their family, and I know they're gonna be grieving for a long time, you know. And you know, Lauren London, she was strong. She was strong. You know, when my oldest daughter, her father passed away back in 2017, and it was like it was terrible. Not 17. What the heck is I'm talking about? 2007. But it's just, I couldn't even look at him. I couldn't even look at him at all. But I don't even know if she was able to look at him. She was looking in the audience, and that was good for her to even go up there to speak, because I couldn't even do that. So it's hard. It's hard. So my prayers go out to them, and you know, I pray that you know, they get past this, get through this. You know, it don't last. Trouble don't last all the time. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta get out of it. You know, wipe your tears off, get strong, because you know them babies need you. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's these kids, y'all. It's these kids. That's who need us. It's these next generations of kids that need, you know what I'm saying, that the morals, that respect, and that, you know, that family structure. It's all about the kids to me, you know, in this day and age. And it's our duty to protect our kids and guide our kids, and keep them away from, you know, let them know about, you know, the jealousy, the envy, and, you know, people, it's a such thing as that. You know, Nipsey knew it was jealousy and hate around him. He knew that. And if he knew that these people was after him when he went to that video shoot with Rick Ross, I don't know who it was with, but if it was already word that people was looking after him, then why Snoop Dogg or them or anybody that he was with at that video shoot would say, you know what, man, you gotta beef up your security. You gotta be, because if it's obviously something going on. You know what I'm saying? Your friend, somebody gonna tell you, look, beef up that security. Go ahead, nigga. You even carry you a gun. Obviously, he felt that he was good, and the people who he was around was he could trust. Because ain't no way, if you felt like people was already, giving death threats and stuff to you, you would have been like, no, let me go, have my gun on me. But that just lets you know in so many ways, he wasn't scared to die. And you shouldn't be. He knew whatever he was up against. I don't know, why that boy did what he did, or whatever, why the people sent that boy to do that to him, to Nipsey. But it's something had to happen deep. You know what I'm saying? It's a story that we don't know. But ain't nobody going up. No, that boy not going up there to do that. Shoot him them many times and then kick him. You know what I'm saying? So even if it was just and that boy, they was Bloods. I mean, Crips. So I'm kind of confused with that whole thing when they talking about, this was somebody that he knew and been knowing for a long time. No, I don't think so. Them other people he knew, but that dude who shot him, I don't think he knew him. Nope. And they sent that. That was a plot. The other people knew. They knew. Because how did they even know he was up there? How did that guy even know that he was up there at that time? So, I mean, everybody got to just use their head and just look at the big picture and not ignore. I can't, what they say, denial is death. That's what my brother told me. Denial is death. You cannot be in denial of what you see in your face. And that'll come back to haunt you, because obviously God is trying to show you something. God gives you signs and put people in your life for reasons. It's for a reason. And when you start to see things change in a certain way of your movement, then you got to know, like, wait a minute, that was a sign. Wait a minute. But then everybody don't got God's vine. Everybody don't got it. That's why I'm urging everybody that at this day and age, it's either good or bad. You with God or you with the evilness. It's either one of the two. You can't do the two together. I don't know. Then the thing with Kodak Black and T.I. Now T.I. Soon as Kodak Black was like, what did he say? Rest in peace, Shorty Low. And then after he said that, he gonna say, oh, he just want a piece of her too. That Kodak Black is crazy. I mean, we all know Kodak Black is crazy. Kodak Black go on the Breakfast Club with a whole mask on, a whole face mask on. Who giving an interview with a whole mask face? Really? So you already know he not clicking all the way there. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't even entertain that. But I don't know, when somebody reached out to T.I., somebody said something and told him, like, look, chill out with that. Let the, the kids play in the playground. You if you all of this and you all that, leave that. Don't even adapt to that. It's messing with people like that is like, no, go ahead. I'm not even about to waste my darn energy, or my breath with that. Them all bad energies. No, I have no nonsense, zero tolerance for nonsense. I don't even want to be around people like that. Like, that's ignorant. I don't have time for ignorancy. You know what I'm saying? Just talking dumb, not talking about making no sense. I ain't trying to do nothing life. It's like, hey, I got to be around positive people with positive thoughts, and that's who I got to be around. So I will hope that you all, if you trying to, grow closer to God or have a better relationship with God, certain people, you got to, like, all that negativity. I don't care who you is. Don't come to me with that bull crap, But T.I. had a backpedal. He backpedaled that. He was like, nah, I ain't on it. Saying I just would do the same if it was if it was him. In the situation. And yeah, he probably would want Nip to do that. But hey, everybody is different. The sad thing is, when you do leave this earth or on your dying bed, God reveals to you all the people who ain't right. And them be the ones that be the first ones all around you. But them be the ones who probably killed you. You know what I'm saying? So, or was praying on your downfall. And I read that in the Bible. I don't know what scripture it was, but I remember I read that when my uncle passed away. And I was like, I'm back. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to let the dog out. I read that in the Bible. I was just like, wow. I forgot what scripture it was. I ain't good with the scriptures. I got to learn them. But God still loves me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, we all a work in progress. Nobody is perfect. And you don't have to go to church every Sunday and be and think that, oh, you a saint. No. Even the ones that go to church every day or every Sunday, they fighting their own demons too. So they all got passes. You know what I'm saying? Is no such thing as somebody being perfect. You know what I'm saying? God take you as you are. For all your flaws and all the things that's what you call that, in imperfection, I guess. I don't know. You do all the things that ain't complete. That's why we are work in progress. But I was just flabbergasted on that. But it ain't been pretty much going on, whatever. They just letting peace be still. They trying to say now about R. Kelly that they don't got a case against him. They might have to throw that out. So it's just the way it is. Some things, everything ain't for everybody. What God got for you, and it may not be for me, and it is not. It's not for me. It ain't maybe it. It's not for me. And what God got for me is not for you either. So it's like you go through these certain situations, and like I said, I bet you R. Kelly repented. I bet you R. Kelly was crying, talking to God, and the most he was really fasting. I really believe that he was. But I knew something was, when that whole situation was going on with R. Kelly, it looked like a sacrifice. But really my spirit was talking about the sacrifice of Nipsey. That's what it was. That's what it was. Nipsey was definitely a sacrifice. Yeah. Yeah. His life on the line for the good that God have in us, that vine that he have in us, for us to, now we got to do the work. Now we got to put in the blueprint. Now we got to lace up them boots, you know what I'm saying, tight, and start putting in the leg work, you know what I'm saying, and doing all the things that we need to do to get in, the higher positions, and, to, be the ones who speak on injustice stuff. Because it's these people up here doing, sneaky handed things. And if they did have something to do with it at LA PD, it's somebody who been doing this for years, ever since Tupac and Suge Knight, and this person been doing this for years. Look how they did OJ. I mean, they got him some way, somehow. They got him to do all that time for just taking back something that he owned. Something that he owned, you gonna give him all the many years? Yeah. But that was that man family. They paid them, they was paying them lawyers and judges a lot of money. A lot of money. But see, what God got for you, no man or woman can take it away. I believe that in that jail, OJ had time to pray, fast, ask for forgiveness, and God cleansed them. It's a such thing as a second chance. God give us chances all the time, more than this a second chance. Because we all born into sin. It's all about you going to him and laying it out on the line, letting them know, like, okay, I did this, I need help with this, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, get through this. It's you trusting and believing and having a relationship. Having a relationship with him. You know what I'm saying? That's what matters. And OJ, even though he had all that time, you see how God showed up? Somebody was going in there. They stripped that man from all his money, but somehow he had enough. He had enough money because whoever was backing him and staying by his side and working on that case, he walked free. He walked free. You see what I'm saying? God working everybody that has a listening ear and have a high faith in his love. You know what I'm saying? So that I remember it was that lawyer. He got him. He got him out. And and it looks like the lawyer that R. Kelly has is gonna be getting him out also. Yeah. And honestly, what it looks like, Nipsey Hussle sacrificed his life for everybody to see the injustice, the racism, just the evil stuff that people are doing. And it ain't just us. It's okay. Yeah, we all make mistakes, but it's these people behind these desks that's making these phone calls and wiring these monies to keep their family fed. You know what I'm saying? So We have to wake up and not ignore what we see or hear and speak up on injustice. That's all I'm about. I don't play that. I don't play it. And God sees it. He sees it. He just looking at who gonna speak up, who gonna see it. So y'all, I enjoyed y'all. I know I haven't been on here since last Monday, but I just been that right there with Nipsey Hussle really took a toll on me. Like it really, really did, and I just was taking a little break and trying to just regroup, regroup off of it or whatever. And I have, and I'm gonna let y'all go, and I'm going to try my best to come back on next Monday. I know today is Friday, but I'm off today. And I say, you know what? I missed it. So I'm going to come back on here before I can, share my feelings about Nipsey Hussle funeral. Y'all, I'm just a little mediocre YouTuber, saying I be seeing how everybody who had a different YouTube channels, they be having the people call in, and they be having a whole bunch of people speaking on what they talking about. I don't got all that. Y'all, I'm only on here to speak my mind of what God put in my heart and do what I do. I just feel like maybe if I go ahead and go to probably Facebook or Instagram, I will get more followers. But it seemed like every time I try to have my kids do it, because I don't know how to do it. So I don't know. I don't even know nothing about it. But I think maybe that's where I can get a lot of followers. It's just I have to get my babies to do it and upload it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I can just have the videos and nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't do this. I told y'all this is something that that God has put in my heart and my mind to do for some years now. And I just build up the courage to do it because I'm a private person, and I don't know. I'll be looking at the comments and stuff what people be saying. I'll be like, where do they be getting these names from? Like, who is these names? That's why I do believe that sometimes it could be some couple of agents. I don't know. But oh, and then y'all, wait a minute before I go. What about Tasha K? They said she was in the hospital. I'm like, her ass said something about damn Jay-Z. I say, ooh, I hope they ain't putting nothing in her drink, because when she last week or week before last, when she was trying to say right before after the Grammys or whatever that Jay-Z had won at that awards, and she was saying that he was messing with young girls and stuff. I was like, ooh, she shouldn't do that. But then I went on the YouTube stuff yesterday, and she sent a post saying that she was in the hospital and her baby is okay. So I'm glad of that. I'm glad that her baby is okay. But she has to be careful. And this stuff is not no game out here. I mean, she got a lot of followers and everything, but sometimes it's certain things you just can't do, you know what I'm saying? Because it comes back on you. It's like selling your soul, you know what I'm saying, to get all what you want. But then when you get it and you feel that, hey, it ain't all peaches and cream, you want to give it back. It's too late. It's too late. So, I mean, you got to pay attention. You got to pay attention to them signs again. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Have a beautiful, safe weekend. Everybody, have a beautiful, safe weekend. And I love you all. And may God, who all that don't have God light in their life, I pray that y'all find his light, because his light is the light of all of ours in our hearts. All right, y'all. Peace.